Okay, we're doing Unit 10 and the Keith Snell Fundamentals of Piano Theory. Key signatures. So I am looking for my erasable pen, which I have found. So, key signatures, it's important to know where they are located at. And they are located right after the clefs. It can be the treble clef, it can be the bass clef, it can be an alto clef, a tenor clef, but they are right after the clef, and it's right here. So it says the key signature is the sharps or flats at the beginning of each staff. It tells you the notes to be sharp or flat in a piece and the tonic note or key of the piece. So that means this key signature here is telling me that there are no sharps and no flats. So I know that a scale that has no sharps and no flats in it is C major. C major has no sharps and no flats. So if I play C major on the piano, it would sound like this. That was really loud, but I didn't play any black keys, and that means I didn't play any sharps or flats. So it's telling me my tonic or my first scale degree is C. So the key of the piece is C. Sorry, that was a long pause. Here, this one wasn't really obvious because there was nothing there. But here, this one is pretty obvious. The key signature is telling us that there is one sharp. And it's telling us that this is an F sharp. So one sharp in the key signature, I know a scale that has one sharp and it's F sharp because this sharp is on the F line here, is going to be G major. And it sounds like this. I can check it on the piano just to make sure. Yep, so that works out. F major, this is the flat sign, just a review. And it's on the B line with a flat running through the line. And I know a scale that has one flat in it because I know my scales already is F major. So I can verify that on the piano. Yep. So now it's telling us to name these key signatures. So I'm going to go and I'm going to look right after my staff. After my treble clef, I have, oh, look, this sharp is on the top line. That's an F. So this sharp is F sharp. Same with this bass clef right here. So one key or one scale that I know that has an F sharp in it is G major. Well, I know D major also has an F sharp in it too, but it also has a C sharp in it. So that can't be D major. It has to be G major. So I'm going to write down G major. And now let's see here. I have, after my staves, I have a B flat. That's on the third line for treble clef, and it's on the second line for bass clef. I know that in F major there is one flat, and it is B flat. I'm going to write F major. And here I have nothing in my key signature. And that I know is going to be C major. And here we're talking about major keys. If you already kind of know things about music and you know that there are also minor key signatures, then you're going to have to kind of take a further look at the piece of music. But right now we're just talking and focusing on major keys. So it says draw these key signatures in both clefs. So, oh, I can't do it with the crayon. I have to do it with my pen. So I'm going to go, every good boy, make sure that that flat goes right through that line. Or the line goes right through it, I mean. And great big dragons fly around. And C major, I don't have to do anything to it. This one's good to go. G major has a one sharp in it. Every good boy deserves fudge. Line going right through it, and great big dragons fly around. Okay, now we're on to our next piece. I'm sorry, next Number 3. Name the key signature for each example. Circle the notes to be played sharp or flat. So I can see my key signature right after the clef. I've been saying staff this whole time. I don't know. I'd have to go back and listen to it again. I had to think about that. I think I said staves, clef. I don't know. It's been a long day, guys. Okay, here's our key signature. It's B flat. I know the key with B flat in it is going to be F major. In an F major scale, there's only B flat. And it says to circle all the B flats that I have. We have F, G, A, C, B flat, F, G, A, B flat. Okay, so that's everything for the right hand. Don't forget the left hand. So we have a F. Oh, ho, ho. There's a B flat, C, and a F. Here we have that F sharp, checking our key signatures. That's the key of G major. And yeah, and don't forget to write major after it, because you could be writing the key of G minor. So make sure you really specify what key it is. So this is our key signature right here. And we have to circle all of our F sharps, not our G's, our F sharps, the notes that are going to be played sharp or flat. So we have G, 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 A, B, C, D, B, G, G, G. So there's nothing in the right hand. And we have G, F sharp, G, D, G. So there's only one note here. And we have nothing in our key signature here. It just goes straight from the treble clef to the time signature and straight from the bass clef to the time signature. So that's the key of C major. C, E, G, C, E, G, F, E, D, C, C, E, G, C. Don't have to circle nada, because nothing is going to be played sharp or flat unless they specified within the music. And I believe that's it for Unit 10. No, it's not. Minor key signatures. Here we go. Was not expecting this. And here we're talking about minor key signatures. So it says every major key signature has a relative minor key signature with the same sharps and flats. So C major's relative minor is A minor. So A minor also has nothing in the key signature as well. So nothing here. Boop, boop. G major's relative minor is E minor. They both share one sharp. D minor is related in relative to F major. And so now we're going to figure out what these guys are. We have one sharp here. And we said one sharp is E. I'm going to draw it lowercase because I like to distinguish it from the major keys. And I'm going to write minor. And we have one flat in our key signature, and we said that that is D as in dog minor. And we have nothing in our key signature here, and that is A minor. Okay, it says draw these key signatures in both clefs. So D minor is one flat, so every good boy, every great big. That was bad, that was sloppy. Not a great erasable pen, but it's an erasable pen. A minor, that one's good to go, and E minor, every good boy deserves fudge. Great big dragons fly. Okay, so now it says 3 of these melodies are in major keys and are in minor keys for 3 as well. Determine which ones are in major and which ones are in minor. So this is where that tonic comes in. Tonic is the first scale degree. So we have to look and see which one of these kind of start on the first scale degree, but most importantly, end on the first scale degree. So I'm just going to go ahead and mark that down. So this one, you have an F sharp in the key signature, and it starts on an E and it ends on an E. This one has nothing in the key signature. It starts on a C and it ends on a C. This one has a B flat in the key signature, starts on an F and it ends on an F. This one has an F sharp on the key signature, starts on a G and it ends on a G. This one has nothing, starts on an A and it ends on an A. This one, oops, wow. This one has a B flat, starts on a D and it ends on a D. So that kind of makes it a little bit easier to identify what these keys are. I mean, it literally gives you the answer on the first and the last note. It usually sometimes won't on the first note, but it most definitely will on the last note. So we have the key of E minor. We have the key of C major. We have the key of F major. We have the key of G major. We have the key of A minor. And we have the key of D minor. So we have 1, 2, 3 minors, and we have 1, 2, 3 majors. So looking at the tonic, especially on the last scale degree, is a definite thing to look for when determining what the key of a piece is, and along in comparing it with your key signature of the piece as well. There's other things to check for when determining the key signature of a piece, but those are the two main things. Now am I at the end of this unit? I am. So long, friends.